or the theater?
We mainly play at the theater, so I'm gonna say theater.
Show us, Mari. Is it a match?
Yeah.
Yes, the first 2 points on the board for Team Community. Alexis, what is the answer? Where does Chris like to play the most? 2s and 3s, the rec, or the theater? What did he say?
He said where he got 82 points in the rec.
Let's go.
There we go. That is great.
And the new career high is 84. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right.
84 points I've dropped in the rec. Thank you very much.
Beautiful. So I'm going to ask...
Here is the starting lineup for the visiting Indiana Pacers. At power forward, Dale Davis. At center, Miles Turner. At point guard, Tyrese Halliburton. At the other guard, Reggie Miller. At the other forward position, Paul George. The head coach of the visiting team is Rick Carlisle. And now, introducing the Boston Celtics. At the center position, at 6'9", number 42, Al Horford. At power forward, at 7'3", number 8, Kristaps Porzingis. At the point, standing 6'5", number 13, Drew Holiday. At guard, 6'6", number 7, Jaylen Brown. At forward, number 0, Jason Tatum.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And now, a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, the Los Angeles Lakers will come into town. And then on Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies.
And that game against the Hawks, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
So with Rose on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Turner is out there with Davis. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Miller in at the shooting guard. And for Boston, the talented wing pair of Brown and Tatum. Horford is out there with Porzingis, and it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And we've got a good one on tap tonight between a couple of teams, Greg, who can really shoot the three ball. Some of your thoughts coming into this one.
Well, when you have teams like this, it's about guarding that perimeter. If you don't, they're going to rain on you the entirety of the game. So this might be one of those games that comes down to who has the ball last.
Now here is Holiday. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. This one for three, and it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Holiday.
Not trying to second guess anything or throw any shade, but Porzingis is terrific at understanding when to shoot off the catch.
Back to George. Jacks up a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Porzingis with a screen on Halliburton. And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. Over Halliburton. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
You know, what makes Porzingis a nightmare matchup, guys, is his size, skill, and agility.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Last time they met was in Indiana.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And Boston has possession. Holiday surveying the floor. To the inside. Out to Porzingis. Takes the three. Knocks down the three ball. Porzingis has got 8 points.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Halliburton against Holiday. Halliburton passes to Miller. Back to Halliburton. From outside the arc. Porzingis with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Here is something, Greg, from Pacers history. They were a dynasty at one point, and you remember it well.
Yeah, you're talking about the ABA days, but it's true. The Pacers were a dominant team before the merger. They won 3 titles in 4 seasons just before joining the league.
First team foul.
Outside, Davis. Halliburton against Holiday. 4 on the clock. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Boston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Porzingis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. From 10 points for Porzingis.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pacers trail by 4. At the top of the key, Turner. And there's the pass to George. And stolen by Horford. Pass to Holiday. Porzingis kicks to Tatum. Back to Porzingis. Tatum setting the pick for Porzingis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And, you know, when healthy, Porzingis is a problem, man. I mean, this guy is so hard to match up against because of his skill and his size.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Line for 2 shots.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Halliburton on the wing, guarded by Holiday to end the run. And Boston with the rebound. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
George looking around. There's Miller with the 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. In the corner, Tatum with it. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Passes it to George. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Brown finds Horford. Here's Tatum. And Davis pulls it down. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Trailing here by 8. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move. Wow.
Here's Halliburton following the bucket by the Celtics. It's Davis on the wing. Guarded by Porzingis. The shot's good from Halliburton.
I think because Halliburton can knock down that 3 with regularity, you got to defend him closely at all times.
Boston leading by 5.
Hey, Clark, thinking back to that Halliburton for Sabonis trade, what are your thoughts?
I think it's one of those situations where it was a win-win all the way around, Greg. You think about it. The Kings benefited, the Pacers did. Young players that have stardom in their future. And I think both players are going to be multi-time All-Stars.
Halliburton passes to Turner. He kicks it to Miller from past the arc. Rebound Boston. Holiday left side. Outside Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Fires the 3. The shot by Holiday, no good. Pacers trail by 7. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his 2nd foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Ron Artest is checked in for Indiana. Rose comes in for George. And a look now at a few years worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Drew Holiday.
And the improvement he's shown as a passer is really noticeable. He's developed a much better understanding of how to spread the basketball around and how to keep the offense clicking. And he's a much better player because of it.
Now, here is our test. High arcing shot, and Rose with the lay-in.
Ron Artest, a willing passer, does a good job that time of surveying the floor and making the right play.
Boston leading by 5. White the pass to Mercer. Bangs on the trifecta.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Miller against Brown. 3-pointer. That one doesn't go.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
1:25 left to play in the first. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
3rd and free throw shooting. And they haven't concerned themselves too much with the transition game, but they're still in the top half of the league when it comes to fast break points.
And their free throw shooting isn't talked about much, but just think, Greg, of how many points some teams let slip away at the free throw line. Obi Toppin's checked in for Indiana. George comes in for Miller. White against Halliburton. Fires the 3. Rebound by Rose. Pacers trail by 11. At the elbow, it's George. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Nails the wide open jump shot. Halliburton's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Pacers. Boston has gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Boston. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, Indiana just way behind.
And, you know, for Boston, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Boston leading by 8. White finds Walker. Back to White. It's White on the wing. Pass to Mercer. Out to the right wing. Here's Walsh. Busted. No good that time either.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Rose with the ball. He dishes it to Toppin. Mathurin for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics out in front, up by 8. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proven to be an effective tool for them.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Artest is out there with Toppin. Then it's Rose. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's George in at the small forward.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Hits the three-point bomb. Walker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And the Pacers with possession here, following the three-pointer by Boston.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Nice move. Tatum's shot is off.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
George with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Artest with the screen on Johnson. Here's George. Walker with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
And here's Tatum for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
In general, I think they're finding good looks from beyond the arc. Steadily improving as this game's gone along.
Rose passes to Artest. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Jalen so good at keeping his options open. Rose always able to see the open shooter.
Tatum against Artest. Over to the left wing. Tatum looking around. Johnson from outside. Rebound by Ron Artest.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Here's Tatum. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum. And we've heard defensive-minded players, Greg, say, man, everything is a foul nowadays. You can't even touch the guy. You can't defend. Do they have a point?
It's getting tough, isn't it? I mean, you can't use your hands. You have to be set. It's almost like they want defenders to be traffic cones.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, of course, the Pacers have a great history, and star point guard Tyrese Halliburton is eager to embrace it. He said, I want to know all the stories of Pacers players of the past. I want to know more about Ron Artest and everybody who played for this organization. I'm being where my feet are. I love being here in Indy. Kevin?
Oh, I'd love to hear that. He could be that next Pacers great player. David, thanks. Now, Artest. After the missed three from Joe Johnson. Artest dishes to Rose. Back to Artest. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. Nothing on the board. And here's Tatum for three. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
A three ball. Rebound by the Celtics. Walker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Puts up a three. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
And Walker, more than capable stretch 4. A big man with range for days. And how about the confidence?
And the Pacers call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Al Horford's checked in for Walker. Porzingis comes in for Joe Johnson. Jaylen Brown's checked in for White. And it's Holiday in for Pritchard. Indiana also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Toppin. Miller comes in for Benedict Mathurin. Halliburton subbed in for Rose.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Brown finds Tatum. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
He just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
There's Miller with the 3. Horford with the rebound.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Tatum no good. Pacers trail by 11. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Rose, he's checked in for Indiana. Halliburton passes to Davis. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Horford.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Indiana shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Celtics leading by 10. Right side Tatum. The 3. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Indiana's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range.
And when we talk about the league's elite defenders, Drew Holiday is certainly up there.
Yeah, that's for sure, Greg. I mean, I think it's a lot to do with how much pride he takes in playing defense. I mean, he's locked into shutting down whoever he's defending. He looks at it as a challenge, and I really appreciate and respect his hard-nosed approach.
Here's Tatum following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. 2 points. That one goes.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Miller, no up.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here is Miller. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis. For three, it's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And here's Miller after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Davis kicks to Halliburton. Over in the corner, Rose. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Rose has got 5 points so far.
The versatility of Halliburton, that's what you love about him. He can score it, he can pass it, and he makes very good decisions.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. And some changes here for the Celtics. Johnson, he's checked in for Tatum. And Derek White subbed in for Drew Holiday. Indiana also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Artest. And Georgia subbed in for Rose. Now here's White. He has yet to score. Lets the three fly. Brown, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
George passes to Turner. Good work defensively by Horford. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Boston. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
Horford dishes to White. Brown outside. The Celtics working the ball around now. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Nights like this tonight, I mean, that's why you pay Porzingis max money at times. He simply just carries the offense.
Johnson against George. Halliburton outside. Beyond the arc. And there's Paul George on the assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists tonight. On the wing, Brown. Drives to the hoop, and Brown throws it down hard.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no idea what to do with it.
46 seconds left in the first half. White against Halliburton. Outside, George. A three-pointer off the mark. Boston leading by 18. Brown outside. Outside, White. And here's Porzingis for a three. And again, Boston with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Miller kicks to Davis, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Personal foul. Team foul.
The Pacers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Davis taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Left side, Brown. And here's Johnson outside, and no good. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Boston on top, delivering the blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Rick Carlisle. Coach, what needs to happen on the defensive end to get back on track?
Well, a lot of things need to get better. Our level of force defensively is not there. We got to pick it up. You know, we got to play with a lot more collective force.
We'll see if you can bring the noise more as the game goes on. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest. Guys, you ever think we'll see the day when a player doubles up and wins the three-point contest and the dunk contest?
Well, I don't think so. If we can find a guy who can take off from behind the three-point line and get to the rim.
Let me tell you something about the laws of physics, my friend.
Oh, no.
Come on, Kenny. Let me dream, man. Let me dream.
No, Kenny, physics, no. And now taking a look at the first half of this game, hard not to be in awe of what Porzingis is doing right now.
He's been on one, aggressive, but at the same time, under control, and no one has stopped him yet.
What's incredible is his consistency. He's looked focused and out to prove something tonight. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The forwards for him, Tatum and Porzingis. Jaylen Brown out there with Holiday, and it's Horford in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Count that one. George has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Indiana. Celtics leading by 18. Outside Tatum. Over in the corner, Porzingis over Davis, and it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Holiday. 20 points for Porzingis.
This is why guys love playing with Holiday. I mean, because of how unselfish he is.
The Pacers shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Jason Tatum said his quiet demeanor may belie his hunger to win for some people. He said, I feel like sometimes I come off so laid back that I don't know if people understand how much I invest into this game, how much I care, how hard I work. Because I'm not the loudest, I may show everything. Kevin?
You know, his passion, DA, for the game is right there. We appreciate your story. The Celtics making a switch here. White's checked in. From downtown, hits it from three-point range. Miller's got 6 points.
Halliburton doing what he does so well, creating easy looks for his teammates. Outstanding court vision.
Greg, there's a lot of impressive things about Tyrese Halliburton, most notably how efficient he is.
Yeah, Kevin, those percentages are terrific. But not only that, he's phenomenal at it, making sure he keeps his teammates involved. Just a remarkable young point guard.
Celtics leading by 15. The pass to White. A three from Porzingis. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And here are the Pacers now. Turner finds Davis. Inside. George with the bucket. 20 points for Paul George.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Tatum. From deep. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Halliburton against White. Halliburton looking around. Davis in the corner. Pocket 6. Davis sets a screen. From deep, George. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
There's Miller with the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. There's Brown with the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 7.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
Halliburton for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Horford's got his 6th rebound on the night. Brown outside. Fires from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And here's George. 20 points for him. To halt the run. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Brown with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Time call here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Porzingis.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for White. He's putting up 13 points a game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Half jumper will travel. I'm telling you. Most championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
Now, here is Miller. He has 6. Right side, Turner. To the middle. Halliburton finds George. Over Brown. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Tatum no good. For Indiana, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And Derek White picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
The Pacers making a switch here. Artest is checked in. Now, here is Halliburton. Guarded closely. 6 on the shot clock. Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Over in the corner, Brown. Excellent D there from George.
Boston.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3 ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
That free throw good from Miller. The Pacers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Down low, here's Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Assisted.
Halliburton's got his 8th assist in the game. Brown against George. Here's Tatum. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Tatum's got 21 in the game.
Well, Tatum can find the shot he wants just about anywhere. He's got that kind of versatility.
To the paint. It's tipped. Over in the corner, Turner. The feed to Artest. Turner trying to free himself up. Out to Miller. Lets it go with a three. Sinks the triple. Miller's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
The three from Tatum. Nailed from three-point land. Tatum's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Celtics. The Pacers have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. To the middle. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Good work there as it goes. Brown's got 11 points in the quarter.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Outside, George. Some solid defense from Brown.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And here's Tatum for 3. Pacers shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. Clark, here we are looking at Miles Turner, a terrific player. What stands out to you?
There are a couple of things. His ability to knock down three-point shots as a big guy, but more than that, his primary attribute to me is the fact that he's an outstanding rim protector. Excellent timing, runs the floor, and really protects the basket for his team.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Smith comes in for Turner, and it's Rose in for Halliburton. Both free throws good for Miller. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Here's Brown, outside White. Back to Brown, over Miller. Misses off the left iron. The Pacers shooting 40% from the field. On the wing, George. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Johnson outside. And Walker kicks to White. Launches a 3. They grab their own miss. Nails the baby hook. Walker's got 8 points.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here is Miller. He's got 14. From the arc. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Here's Brown. The shot misses. Good D by Miller.
It's not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Team is in the penalty.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Jalen Smith, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
A solid defender and rebounder. I'm really impressed with Smith's growth thus far.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Here's White. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
1 shot.
And that one falls for White.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too.
The three from Jordan. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's Boston, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with George on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. In at the guard spots, Halliburton and Mathurin. Artest is out there with Davis, and it's Rose in at the 3. Now Halliburton. What do you think of the league's most recent CBA? Greg, that 7-year deal just signed.
Well, Kevin, the NBA and Players Association both need to be commended. Labor peace through the rest of the decade. Most pro sports don't have this kind of stability.
The 3 from Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Halliburton. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Launches it from deep. The long-distance 3 is buried. Tatum's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Wow. What can you say?
Outside Artest. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him. And that's number 5.
Number 27, Jordan Walsh.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. The Celtics have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And the foul called on Joe Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's Halliburton, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. This is to Walker. It's good from long range.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Here is Rose, following the three-pointer by Boston. Feeds it to Davis. 5 on the clock. That one goes. Count it.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Outside, Walker. White finds Walker. Here's Walsh. And it's off from three-point range. Pacers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Now here's Rose. He's guarded closely. Davis with a screen on White. Over in the corner, Mathurin. And Boston with the rebound. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Back to White. Celtics passing it around. Passes it to Mercer. It's White on the wing. Pass to Walsh. Fires for three. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Walsh has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Halliburton against White. Davis, the pass to Halliburton. Shoots over White. And it's Halliburton missing.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Here's White. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And here's Halliburton following the three-pointer by Derek White. Here we go, one-on-one. There's the pass to Walker. The three. Pacers with the rebound. Artest's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Halliburton. The tray. And Artest gets it to go on the assist by Halliburton.
Hey, you don't often see the quick release from Artest, but that time he showed it to you.
Back to White. Outside, Walker. There's the three. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. Mathurin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Halliburton for 3. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Passes to Halliburton. And recently, the NBA, Clark added names to major awards. It's a nice gesture, don't you think, from the league to the past legends?
Yeah, I could not agree with you more. And really hard to argue with their choices for naming those awards after. It's a way to connect the past to the present and honor and pay homage to some of the greats in the history of the game. I like everything about it.
And even though he lacks the size of some of the other bigs, that extra effort has allowed him to do some serious work here on the board.
And Derek White picks up the foul.
Personal foul.
That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
He came in with the aggressive mindset, but didn't quite know how to pull back.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Artest. George comes in for Rose. And Miller's subbed in for Benedict Mathurin. Now, here is Halliburton. And it's slammed in by Turner.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Here's Davison. Off target with his 3. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Here's George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
The assist.
Halliburton's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Pritchard passes to Johnson. And nothing is falling for him right now. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Now, here's George. Tight defense on him. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
And with the new CBA, Clark, one thing that again didn't get any traction, the franchise tag.
Yeah, not surprising. I mean, if a guy really wants to leave a team these days, most of the time a trade will be made. It doesn't necessarily have to get to free agency.
Good on the three-point shot. Miller's got 17 points here in the second half.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now. for Boston.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight we'll make it 46.
And in this era of great parity, boy, it takes a lot to sweep an opponent in 4 straight games, but that's exactly how they finished off their season series here tonight against Indiana.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Porzingis.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And so it's Boston with it. Paul George missing from long range.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Here's Halliburton. The rebound by Davison.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And, boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys did a great job contesting shots and disrupting their offense. What did you like best about the defensive effort tonight?
I think from the beginning of the game, we just started off aggressive. We were connected defensively, and that's why we were able to stop them.
You got it done when it counted, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now our New Balance player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.